Hi there. I've got this tripod and I'd like to uh, change it so I can actually add my cell phone to this tripod. The idea is to have it like cell phone mounted, something like that. Maybe even twist it up, do something like that. So whenever I do a video, I can actually record what's at the bottom happening this side. I've been playing around with some ideas and I've actually gone and I don't think that will come out nicely. But we're going to design that quickly on a 3D printer. I say quickly, but let's see how long it takes. And I'll take you through it. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so where do we start? I normally like to start with thinking of exactly how the printer is going to print this. So if we need to have our phone, the angle to this, I would say we need to print it like this. So the printer will run backing like this. When it gets to this part, it can fill up that section. Meaning, on our drawing, we need to work on that on the top, that section. Right. We'll step to the side here and let's start. Phone measures roughly, I would say 77 millimeters. Let's work on 80, a nice 80. I know my printer bed can do 250 by 250, so it should be fine with that. Guys, I'm not a professional designer by far when it comes to drawing this stuff. It's only a hobby that I do for myself. Doing for myself. So, if you guys see anything wrong, just comment at the bottom. I know you will be most probably doing that. And I would like to, I think we keep it to 50 by 50. See, the camera is the bottom there. We're a bit more than halfway. 80. Where's 50 now? 80. 80 by 100. Let's make that 100. Keep that as a base. Then, look at my little drawing here that I've made. You can see there. So that's basically the footprint. This is this bracket. It actually fits on top of that. I took it off. So that's inside diameters. So let's see if we can make that happen. Get my thinking cap on here. I would actually like first to align this thing. Let's align that to that. Right, now we're centered. Then I would say we're working on this platform coming towards me now. I don't think we need to have it covered all the way. So what if we only so it's now actually still like this, halfway, like this. So. Let me take this out. Right. So let's make it some neat in the front as well. that can work. So I've got some sort of bracket I'm going to do at the back, and then some sort of bracket on this side. And somehow we will need to make it stronger here, but we'll do that on the 3D rendering. Yeah, okay. There's any mistakes? I do see a mistake. I think I see a mistake. Let's handle that while we're going along. So that, I think it's going to do 2 more section. I would like to make that that with the 5 more section, and we will work on that in a few minutes time. Let's leave it like that for now. And we need to rebuild this. I'm thinking of is pulling this to full 44 for now. Was it 44? 50 actually. It says 50 because I wanted to overlap this front section. So this whole bracket where this whole viewer goes in, wanted to overlap there. We'll check it on the final 3D design. Okay. That said, this was actually unnecessary then. See a lot of failure points, which we will address in a few minutes. Okay. We will address this. This is a huge failure point there, right there. What's this thickness? 5 more. I think we really need to go 5 more. We will address that sooner as well. Okay. I need to address this back end now. So in order for us to work of that bottom section, you can see here that bottom section there. That bottom section will now be this section there. So if I measure that, gives me roughly 26 millimeters. Yeah, 25.5 millimeters. Confirm that. 25.3. So let's work on 25. 25 is 12 and a half, halfway. So I'm going to do that on construction lines as well. That's 12 and 5. And we're going to do another construction line 12.5. That should give us now this bottom section. Then up it was roughly 7 millimeters. So again 7 is up, I'm just going to take that and put it across the 90 degree. We'll do the same on this side. And then from there, we also set, because that means this section will be cut out. Doesn't look right. We'll double check that now. This seems to be cut out. Yes. Okay. So let me make that clear for now while we're busy with that. I'll take it a little bit over. We'll see why in a minute. And I think this one I didn't pull one over. No, I didn't. Let's just finish that correct. Okay, so let's do that as well. Same, we'll pull it slightly over. That much I'm pulling over doesn't matter. That really doesn't matter how much we pull it over. Next thing we need to sort out is from this bottom to that pin, that section, because it opens up. You can see, there. You see, it opens up. Once it's inside, you squash it down, and it's tapered. So this section is tapered. So let's see what the bottom section is before the taper. 45 can it be? Looks like 45 millimeters. Yet again, we're gonna do construction line. Guys, if you see me do anything wrong, any other way, let me know. This is the way I trained myself in doing it. I know this in Fusion, there should be a lot easier ways of doing it, but I'm just doing it as a hobbyist. I don't do it for income. I don't do it for anything else. I enjoy playing around with it. And every time I do this, I learn something. Okay, I've got the construction line up there. And then I know it's 44 in width as well, and I said I'm going to make it 40. Yeah, 44. So yet again, I'm going to take that point, 44, not 44, 22. There's something else you can do. 44 divided by 2. If you don't want to do maths, that's the other easy way to do it. 44 divided by 2. And that should give me the baseline. So you can see the profile running there. I can actually cut that out. You can see there's the profile. But that is now the bottom of the profile. I need to pull it to the front of the profile. The sides are not tapered. Only the bottom. So it's only the top section and the bottoms. Those bottom sections actually that's tapered. Actually, from here to there is tapered. So Something I need to keep in mind. Something I need to keep in mind. $43. It's interesting. So constructions again. 43. You know when something doesn't feel right. When you look at the measurement and you look at the design and it doesn't feel right. 43. Okay, so there's only a okay, so 43. I'm gonna keep this 43 as a construction line. I think everything else is now installed there. There's one thing I didn't see, a dimple, which we need to sort out. Okay, let's finish this and pull this section out. See, it's supposed to get smaller now, which we can do. This is 7 millimeters. That's what I just measured now again. I'm not sure the light is not that good. 5, 6. Actually, it's more than that. It's 7. 7.7. I think this is more imperial. Actually, metric. 7 point. That's 5. 7.2. Let's make it 7.2 then. Okay. That section there is a problem. This needs to slope based on. No. Actually, see, need to slope back in the side there. And that needs to come out slightly. You can do that just now. So that needs to slope down in there. I wonder, I'm just going to save this quickly. Wondering if a chamfer can do something like that. If I can take it, I can take it out, but I can't take it in. Okay. But I'm pretty sure if I take that section and I take 2 mils off it, so 3 mils off it, pull it in, then chamfer it, we can do that. I'm pretty sure we can do that. And this isn't done, except for the fact that we need to make some changes here still. You want to do something else as well. 5 goes up. and the same with those. Should I? Yeah, I should. And the same with this one. Make that round as well. I think that last one's a little bit too much. Edit that. Make it 2. Yeah, much better. Okay. So let me see quickly. That's 6 at the bottom. Measure 21. Put my calipers to 21. Got a nice fit in there. That's a big piece of plastic to print. I need to make that less. So we'll get to that now. Also, this section here, there is, don't know if the video will show this. Get it closer. You see these little tabs? There you can see it. Little tabs. You need to make space for those tabs. And those need to fit this side. Just wondering what is those tabs, the size of them? They're about 1 1/4. 1 point, no, maybe 1/4. 1.25 or 1/4. Let's make it 1.5. There's no special requirements for that. So what I will do is for that, back, why is it not, I'm not done it, close. Let's edit that part of the sketch. Let's see, this is roughly at, you can work from 10 millimeters all the way up to 34 millimeters. So yet again, let's go from say 10 millimeters. And I'm just going to cut that section out, so we make it roughly 25 millimeters. Yeah. Okay, 30 millimeters. Let's make this 30 millimeters. So technically, I can do this here now. So I've got that bookmark there. So again, we can take it over there. And that will be 30. And go with that. And the same with this side, we can use that. And 30, that's fine. Finish our sketch. Let's turn that back on. And I can take both these. and I can say cut it, and I can actually resize it negative. Where's my, there it is, minus 2 more. Right. Let's see. There's still a problem, huge problem here. What I'm going to do with that is I'm going to actually then give it a go. So that should be more than strong enough to hold it. We still need to I like making stuff round. The two things are still outstanding. I need to get, when the phone is laying in there, it doesn't fall out, because it's going to hang over quite a bit in front. So this needs to bend over, and then also we still need to, come on, I'm not driving very well here. Still need to get that chased in. So I think what's going to be the easiest, let's just quickly do this. Create a box on that level. Let's pull it. Actually, don't do it this way. Let's do it this way. Okay, I'm gonna put it all the way, way over than I need to. Make it 28 by 3 moles. And we do same on this side. 28 by 3 millimeter. And just for ease, I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to say I'm happy with that. Finish that. Let's sink this whole section in. -5. Yes. That's more than what we needed. We actually just needed 2 millimeters, I think. So I'm actually going to fill it back up now. There's a way we can actually make a difference. We can have 2 distances. So that one I would take all the way to there. And this one we can bring in there. Not sure if that's going to work. Looking at that angle, that is not sure. It's going to sit like this, yeah. It might just work. I'll measure something here quickly. What is that? That. 4 more. So I set my calibrator 4 millimeters. Just measure here quickly. Just below the angle. I think I'm gonna keep it like that. Let's see what happens. If it's too much, we can always make a change somewhere. I think the one thing I do need to measure is, let's measure from there to there. 45. So that's the bottom section, at the bottom. So that is 45, which measures correctly. Then from that point to this point should be 44, yeah. So that's basically the only one that I'm wondering if that's going to work. I wonder if we can measure from that tip to there. 3 millimeters. Let's see what we get. 3 millimeters. If I'm 3 millimeters down, that should roughly be this measurement. That should give me about 43 roughly. 43 roughly. It's going to be quite difficult to measure it in here. Let's leave it. Let's leave that section. Okay. What next? This is a big block of plastic to print. I'm gonna hollow this thing out quite a bit. So I think what I'm gonna do is let's first get, we say this was 45, 44, let's say 45 divided by 2. Yeah, that we need to stay away from that section there. So I'm happy with that. Oh, not that, yes. Let's make it a 30 mil opening. I think we need to remember when we print, print from this way up. So everything that's actually like this is going to be a problem to print without support. Unless you do 45, there's something missing here. We still need to build this up as well. But when you do 3D printing, that's one thing you need to keep in mind constantly. You're printing from, let's do it from front. Let's swap this. Okay, so when you're printing, you're actually laying down plastic in rows all the way up. So when you get to places like this, you can't print on nothing. Otherwise, you need to build supports, or you need to go surrounding, like a circular surroundings. You can build slowly and going all the way up. But there's still stuff missing here that we need to do. I'll get to that now. So let's quickly tackle that hole. We'll do it all the way through. Why not? I don't see why not. I'm not gonna print with PLA. I've got a filament that I actually don't like. I just want to get rid of it. Don't print very nice. I'm trying to get the settings on it. It's a Felix. Then cheap stuff. Supposed to be a blue glow in the dark, but it's really not. It's not printing nice. So I'll use that to print this. And if it's a failure, I can just throw it away. It's not gonna waste my time on it. It does work, and at least it does work. At least then, no, not this side. If it does work, at least I haven't wasted good filament. Yeah. Right. Two things are still outstanding. First of all, this. So what I'm going to do there is, again, I'm going to draft. See if a draft's going to work there. Cancel. Just selecting the other side as well, so I can have two to do simultaneously. Oh no, wrong one. That one. Okay. So whatever happens on this side is get mirrored on that side. So we don't want to do that section actually. Oh, this is wrong way around. So cancel this. Let's do this again. And top. So on that side we want to do it on the top. So let's see what happens now. We can pull that. Oh, come on. Now I've made a mess of it. Let's start over. I don't think you can. So let me see something. You can pull it in, we can't pull it out. Okay. So that means we should actually then bolt onto that. So let's bolt onto that. Let's keep it 3 by 3. Yeah, let's keep it 3 by 3 there. So the same on this side. That one, we're going to bolt it from there to there. 3 by 3. Now let's see if we can transfer that back. Let's take that corner and we take this corner. Just play that one now. We want the two faces, so we want to go. Actually, cancel that one. Wrong face. So let's chamfer it again. That face and that face. Guys, there's easier way to do this. Please let me know what I'm doing now. It doesn't do that. It doesn't allow me to. Interesting. So I actually need to. I know there's an easier way to do it, but okay. This is the way I've got it. So let's make it. No, 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 no. Two more. Can't be two more because my phone is more than two more. The phone is about 12mm thick. So I'm making a huge mistake here. I know what some people say. Just take some rubber bands and put it on it. Maybe that's the option. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Let's check quickly. I need this to make it stronger. Let's just hop a few moves back. Okay. So the phone will lay in here and I can put a rubber band around. Oh, come on. I just need to make it nicer. First, before we do this. 10. So this is 10mm. Up. That's roughly the. Yeah. So 10 plus a 3 gives me the 13mm. Don't see any proper support there. That might break off eventually, but let's see. Then from top down 2mm. Remember I said you can't print upside down? Something I need to remember now. Because I can't print upside down unless I do something which I'm gonna do in a few minutes. Do this one, so I'm gonna full for 7 and I set 2.5. Is that correct? I can't remember what I did. 2mm. Okay, that's was 2mm. I need to edit that one. Height was 2mm. Right. And just double check that. That was 5 in total, and that is 5 in total. Okay. 2. No, 3. You see, I want to grab that entire section to the point in order to print that. And just make it neat. Oh, like this. Like this, and with the 3 this on the side as well. Give some more strength. We're gonna take that section and also that section we're gonna give it say 5. What's gonna happen? Yeah, 5. Save. This looks like a nasty thing. side. So the phone sliding like this. Like on your side, it will actually slide like this. Opposite than me. So yeah. And if we drop it, so now it'll stick like this inside there. Camera will stick open. See, you guys are sitting like this. Okay, so it will actually fit in like this in there. Question is strength. Have we addressed all the strength points? This is only about 2 moles. 2 moles of PLA should be fine, and PETG should be fine as well. There's other stuff I've got, I'm not so sure, but we'll see. I've given the extra bonding there. I've given it nice bonding at the back. We've saved some space there. This section is welded in nicely. Got a flat surface to start printing off. That's the other thing of this other filament. It struggles to adhere to the bed. I've had to use an old trick that I've also saw on the internet to use wood glue with water. Wash the printing pad with a water-based solution of wood glue and let it dry. Actually works. It works very, very well for a lot of filaments. It doesn't stick. I also use it on this one, on some stuff I printed before. On this, it's not a PLA. I've got a different name. I'll get to that name. But really, I don't like it. It's not printing nicely. So what am I missing? What am I still missing? Let's just double check a couple of measurements. We've done checking there now. One measurement I would like to see is we've got the width, we've got that, we've got the outside measurement. That's 40. But from there to all the way there, we've got 50, which is nicely on the outside. Let's just double check that. So if I put my calipers to 50, it actually sits on the outskirts. Yeah. So if you actually sits nicely on the seating on the outside. So that's gonna sit like this. Now. So that's gonna open this up. We're gonna put this in. We're gonna lock it down, and it's supposed to stay where it is. One thing that might be a problem. I'm thinking of this little lever here. This little lever. Okay. If this comes into play, that section might be a problem there. Because that is going to sit right up against there. Just double check if that is not lower than the rest of the... It's actually sitting higher. That's sitting higher than the rest of the stuff. So I should actually have that taken out. Oh, I did not see that. Which is not a problem. Just measure to the center of that hole. Roughly 60 millimeters is the center of that hole. But wait. I'm not done with that. That is 84. What did I make the distance from there to there? No, let's close that. From that point, that's going to be skew. 50 was already wrong. From that point to that point, 45. I think we need to take this head off completely. This head must be taken off completely. Otherwise it's not going to work. Let's close that. Let's just take it off. I don't see it's going to work. Is that section A? Is it? I'm going to take a chance. Come on. Just shoot it through. Now I'm not so sure what I'm doing. It's going to sit here, but that screw section is going to be in front here. This section needs to clear in there. You know what? There's two ways of doing this. Let's just first do this. And then what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to extend that V both sides like this. Should put that. This is thumbs up, guys. Problem, if you didn't follow what I was doing now, is this little lever on top. You can't really see it, can you? There. That little lever is going to be a problem. It's from the inside, it's 44. This is sticking up further than the rest of the bosses around here. So taking that original layout, that would have clashed with this. So we're not being able. So my thought now is to have this section flush with this top here. So when it closes, actually sits here. So you can see there the oh, there we go. Right. I think I'm going to start printing this and see what I can make nicer still. What I found also, you guys that does 3D printing, tell me if that's true. When I round these corners, the printer actually puts more, there's more strength in that, a lot more strength than just having the normal non-rounded areas. I'll leave that flat for us for now. Let's export it and print it, and I'll bring you guys back when it's printed. See if it works.